Co-village has a variety of ways of creating food. Besides the CSA program that the young farmers look after, members actually do stewardship work by planting and maintaining gardens with fruit like strawberries, old perennials like black and red currants, gooseberries, we have asparagus, blackberries behind me, as well as orchards. This is something that members do as volunteers as part of the stewardship program. Other members grow extra food in their backyards and share it with the community. We usually start with plants that are commonly grown in this area and plants that are climatized to this particular zone, which is 5B. But then we do some experimentation with perennials that are difficult to grow here, but if we find an area on the farm or perhaps create one, which we've done, or that we call a sun trap, that is a microclimate that helps keep the heat in and lessens the amount of wind and cold that you have in that area. Most of the old-fashioned varieties like currants, raspberries, and unbelievably peaches have done well here. But even some of the heritage varieties of our pears and apples and plums are struggling. We're still learning proper ways of caring for them. So we're experimenting with all of those and trying to introduce new varieties all the time to experiment with. Growing our own food is very important for us because we like to know where our food comes from and that it's grown in a proper, healthy way. And also the accessibility of it. We can get it very quickly and easily. It doesn't have to come a long distance. And the other thing we like is the ability to show other people how it can be done and pass on that local food growing knowledge and skills to other people at our courses and our volunteer programs and workshops. We also use green manure plants that you can then till in that actually fertilize the soil over a period of 1 to 2 years to prepare the soil properly for accepting the new crop that you're going to put in. We use clover a lot, which helps to fix nitrogen into the soil and fertilize it. We also are looking at expanding our edible forest gardens that are going to take quite a while to produce. And we grew a fairly large one, so next year we're going to experiment with a smaller one in a little microclimate we've discovered and see if we can grow other types of fruit and difficult to grow nuts. Every year we seem to be able to expand a little bit, introduce new varieties and add a few more perennial crops to the mix.
We have 2 other sources of food. We prefer to go to the natural food store in Orangeville to get most of our extra food. But we also shop or buy from the Ontario Natural Food Co-op. We've been doing it since 2002 actually, and I guess we found them because they were dealing with organic food, fair trade food, and we buy in bulk from them, and they also deliver to our door, so it's very convenient, and we trust that they are doing the same kind of thing with their food that we would like to do here. Knowing where my food is from is really important to me because I feel that the whole food system at this point is a mess. That we are being fed a whole lot of unhealthy food with unhealthy chemicals in them, and for me, the more I can grow my own organically or get it from locally from people who are doing the same thing, I'm happier.